what are some challenges right now you're seeing in the Chicago school atmosphere, right? I mean, you've alluded to a couple of things. I have some theories, so I'm going to give you some quick questions. You had mentioned earlier that certain areas have more access than other areas.
Ooh.
I think. Oh, look, we're
We gotta go there.
on this fucking podcast.
We gotta go there.
This is the thing.
This is
We're talking about the south and west sides because this is a big area of contention in the city right now. Is who's getting funding to be able to do this and where is the money going, right? Rahm Emanuel was big on charter schools. They got a lot. Public schools, which is in our other segment here, there's schools in the south and west sides closing down for a variety of reasons. I don't want to get to that yet, but are you
charter
noticing?
schools aren't even doing well.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
That's right. So are you, as you're doing your programs for these kids and after school programs or even in schools during regular hours, are you noticing it's more any major challenges?
Absolutely. So one of the
how
things
are we overcoming those?
So enrollment has been a challenge to a lot of the schools, right? How do we get the enrollment up? And then test scores and things like that. So we've definitely seen an improve when a school offers any sort of just STEM program or STEM initiative, their enrollment has gone up.
That's interesting.
Because students are interested in STEM when especially it's like hands-on.
Those parents interested.
And implemented properly. And last year, there's 32 new STEM schools came on board that regular neighborhood turned into STEM school in Chicago.
Smart.
And the idea is that slowly, schools are focusing and moving towards implementing a STEM program into the school, and we're seeing increase in enrollment, and as far as test scores, we haven't done a survey, but it's other companies have that have seen improvement in the test scores, and I can absolutely see why. I mean, the content we're teaching is it may not be direct to that test, but it's helping students build out of the skill sets that will eventually perform, help them perform better.
Well, there's that's a whole other issue with how the tests are formulated, what's on the tests, how the questions are phrased. These tests are not all the all end all be all, and there's been an issue. I don't even think of just CPS, but all over the country, but specific also here in Chicago, where teachers are teaching to the tests. They're not really teaching, whereas that doesn't always necessarily give you the skills that you need to be successful. Where your company is Next Wave STEM is really more focusing on these are the real world applications,
more hands-on
stuff.
And we do not do tests. We do not have test component in our program. We're more project based. So every week there's a new project, and if a student can show that they did that project and they did it successfully, that's what the goal is right now, is helping spark interest in STEM.
Okay.
Right? That's the step one, is how do we spark that interest and get them interested and build a foundation for them. And then year after year, we present them with content which is going to, continue to help them gain that skill set and eventually leading to careers where all this knowledge will come in handy and will help them grow. And
how's the enrollment? Is it like a lottery, like how the selective enrollment is for high school? Because I know there's, like I was saying, I know about Newberry Academy that's in Lincoln Park. Like I said, my kids, they were going there until Sam graduated. He goes to Jones, and Zoe goes to LaSalle too, which is a language school now.
Nice.
But I know that it's not easy everyone can't go to those schools, especially if you're not in the neighborhood. So how can a parent that's interested in these schools, and they're not necessarily in their district, is it possible that they could somehow get their child enrolled in that school?
Or in your program.
Yeah, so we offer programs a few different ways. We offer after-school programs at different schools that we have partnerships with all over the city. Then we also started offering in-school programming. This is something we started last year. What that does is it brings the education to everybody. Whoever showed up for that day in the school will learn about STEM and the courses that we're offering, instead of just after school where a lot of kids have sports or other activities, and they might just miss out on that whole chapter or the whole opportunity to get in STEM. So we started after school. Parents loved it, school loved it. Then we're like, okay, well, how do we get also girls interested, right? So then we came up with this whole plan of how about we do it in school. So now it's not very selective, it's everybody gets the opportunity to learn. And because there's so much excitement, now students are showing up to school because they're excited that they're gonna be taught a drone coding program or a robotics program.
I want to learn that.
Or a 3D printing program.
Good. I'll stick to comedy.
Yeah.
At this point, fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah. So just different courses. We have 7 courses. We are launching an AI course this year for the younger students.
I think I'm about to enroll, man.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Ron.
How
do I enroll? Guy, where's my birth certificate? I'm 7. I was born in 2012.
Again, the idea is not to make everyone an expert, but these are things that are
Yeah, get them exposed.
Get them
you can say, if this is something you're interested in, here's the
Exposure
foundation,
Yep.
here's the building blocks, and now
Yeah.
at the end of the day, all you need is a spark, a
Yes.
spark of interest, and then just let the little children fly,
That's what,
sprout their wings and
that's what-
fly away.
Far away.
JJ Watt
Well,
said in last week's matchup when he came back
What did he say? Oh, when he came back from the injury.
from the injury, he's like, all we need is a little spark.
Yeah.
And they started, I don't think they started very hot. And then he went and talked and he's like, yeah, all we need is a little spark, and they ended up winning that game.
Yeah, they wish they had a spark that lasted yesterday.
Yeah.
They sparked and they kind of sparked out.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
So constant spark, constant
spark.
exposure.
Exactly. Yeah. Consistency.
Consistency is key.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so important, because once you also just get a little exposure but never come back to it, that's also not good, because now you're not really expanding that.
You gotta work that muscle too to be
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
retain that stuff.
Yeah, it's like going working out one day and
Out.
This is the real revenge of the nerds, okay? the nerds are coming, they're growing in size. You better watch out, jocks. There's not going to be as many jocks, all the football players,
That's
NFL,
First
the
of all,
CTE going
hey,
down,
yo, exactly.
nerds are rising. Duh, what's happening?
New version.
Revenge of the nerds.
To the nerds.
Revenge of the nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I'm okay with that.